Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Welcome to the WEBA Live workshop. Today is the 10th of November, and I'm based here in Switzerland. My name is Richard Affolter, and I'm the director of WEBA. So I can see many familiar faces coming here to the workshop today. And I can see that more agents are just joining us at the moment. So welcome to everyone. Welcome to the one who joined us half an hour ago. So as you know, preparing the workshop is always a long preparation. So nice to see familiar face as well. I want to say hello to many of you that I know since many, many years. So it's very, very great. Thank you very much as well to be here on time. This is very important. So I will explain you today how the workshop will be run. But before of that, I always want to inform to everyone that is a chat system below on Zoom. If you have any question during the workshop, you can always put your question down on the chat system. Logically, it's very, very important that first we will give the presentation, not that you start to ask questions during the presentation. Let us finish the presentation first, and then after you are more than welcome to put all the questions inside. I can see that at the moment we have 53 agents, which is great, from 27 different countries. So I'm looking forward to have a great workshop. So let's start a little bit with WEBA. We are a company based over here in Switzerland, and our main work is to organizing workshop virtually and as well physically. And many of you already know about our next events, which are held in London and the United States, Asia, and so on. Now, let me just welcome the final agent who just joined us. Excellent. So let's start the workshop. One more, fantastic. So thank you very much, everyone, to join us today. Let me first of all introduce the school representative, which is the Major Roy Krivulak from Canada, which is, I think, around 2 o'clock in the morning in Canada at the moment, and his assistant, Mrs. Alana Bielik. I will start with the lady first, Troy, if it's okay with you. Hello, Alana. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. Hi, everyone. My name is Alana. I am the admissions coordinator here at Robert Land Academy and Troy's assistant. So we'll be available to you throughout the entire presentation today. You're more than welcome to send any direct messages on the chat to me during the presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. And I hope you enjoy hearing about our school. And yeah, if you have any questions, we'll be there for it.
Thank you very much, Alana. Thank you very much. So Troy, how are you, Troy? How is your early morning in Canada?
It's great. Yeah, thanks so much for doing this and organizing it, Richard. I'm excited to get to know all the agents here today and share a little bit about our program at Robert Land Academy. It's 3 a.m. right here, so I'm happy to start this beautiful day with so many good people.
So you are based in the state of Ontario in Canada, correct?
Yes, we're in Ontario. We're about just over an hour away from Toronto, Ontario.
Great. So it's always nice to have a representative come from Canada here at WEBA and give a presentation. Now, Troy, you can start to share your screen, and in the meantime that Troy shares his screen, I will just ask Alana some questions, if it's okay for you.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Okay, so Alana, I have a question to you. I mean, you're based in Toronto, Ontario. I think that you have a great number of international students over there. You have to unmute yourself.
Yes, I would say about 30% of our school population right now is international students, and we get our students from all parts of the world. Yeah, all throughout. We have some from East Asia. We get our students from Europe. We have some from Latin America, and then also within North America as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, Troy, you are more than welcome to start and explain about Robert Land Academy.
Yeah, thanks so much. And I agree absolutely with what you're saying, Richard. I appreciate you mentioning the diversity of our student body. As you can see from this slide right here, the thing that I love about it is that we have students from 5 different continents represented in this picture. We have a student from Southeast Asia, we have a student from Europe, we have a student from Africa, we have a student from Canada, the United States, Latin America, like all in this same photo, all part of our graduating class last year. And again, we're a real multicultural organization, and that's one of the best parts of our student body.
Fantastic, fantastic. So this is a very important. This is an international school, so there are no issue with visas because the school welcome international students all the time. So they're used to assist international agents and students for the visa process. Before that, we will start of this presentation. We have a great news for all the agents who join us today. And if you stay until the end of the presentation, which will be very much appreciated, we find a solution to reward you for this. So that means that the school will pay you the commission not only on the year 1, but on every year. So this is very important. The school will pay the commission for the first year, for the second year, for the third year, and always the same commission. And for the commission part, the school will start with 50%, 1-5 for the year 1, year 2, and year 3. And this is only for the agents who join us today and remain until the end. So Troy, I just wanted to give this information so that everyone is aware about this great news as we discussed it yesterday and 2 weeks ago.
Thank you. I think it's an exciting offer, and I'm interested in getting to know our agents and developing a great partnership with them.
Fantastic, fantastic. So please feel free to start with the presentation.
Yeah, so I mean, I think what I'd like to do first is just highlight some of the aspects of our program that make us a special school, something that stands out and is different than other schools in Canada or even other military schools that you might see in the United States. In terms of what makes us special in Canada, we are Canada's only military-inspired school. There's no other privately funded high school or elementary school that uses a military model. We're the only one in Canada. We're an all-boys school founded in 1978, so we've been around for over 40 years. We have, a very respectable academic program that's held in a high regard. Our students have attended top universities from all across the world. There's academic support provided for students who are applying to post-secondary school. We offer both an elementary school program starting in grade 5. We offer grades 5 through 8 in elementary school. And then we offer a high school program as well, grades 9 through 12. Students here earn an Ontario secondary school diploma. That's something that is really important, and that works towards them being able to very easily apply to university in Canada and all across the world. I think what draws international families to Robert Land is the fact that we offer a very safe, structured program that emphasizes really important traits like personal responsibility, accountability, self-discipline, to try and get our students to reach not only their academic potential, but also their physical and moral potential as well. We care about the whole student, not just academics. We help them, be physically fit, be active, and become good young men as well.
This is
sorry, go ahead, Richard.
This is very, very important to become a good young man. And By the way, to study at your campus, the students have a great opportunity not only to study there, but to continue the education in Canada, because in Canada we have, especially in Ontario, we have the one-on-one application form for entering the university. And then maybe Alana will explain a bit more about this in a second stage. Or Alana, maybe you want to explain a little bit how the application process is running into the university when they finish the grade 12.
Yeah, so once the boys finish grade 12, or even actually during their grade 12 year, they'll be speaking with our academics officer, Major Bill Simmons, and he helps to guide them to choose which universities are best for them. And after that, they go through the application process, and he will be with them every step of the way to make sure that they get into the programs that they're looking to get into. And I think Troy might have a little more to add to that as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of experience working with OUAC, which is the Ontario University Application Center. There's the 101 application system across Canada. And then we also have experience even, internationally, or using the common application system to apply to schools in the United States. Our head boy last year attended the University of Washington. So we arranged SAT scores, testing centers for him. We drove him there. He took his SATs. We helped him through the application process. He was an international student, so he had to take, the TOEFL, exam and IELTS before getting in. So we're more than happy to help our students apply.
Perfect. Please continue with the presentation. In the meantime, I can see that several agents put some question down. So just to say welcome this morning. So welcome again to everyone who just joined us. I can see that we have agents coming from everywhere, including from China. So ni hao. And from other locations, from Africa, from India, Nepal, Pakistan, Europe, I can see as well. So welcome to everyone from the UAE. Yes, so great to know. And we just started with the presentation of Robert Land Academy in Canada, located in the state of Ontario. Troy Krivolak is just giving the presentation at the moment with the support of Alana. Please, Troy, continue with the presentation.
Yeah, thank you. And I appreciate that, we have so many people from all over the world here today. So thank you very much. As in terms of our campus, we have a 168-acre property. You can see on the picture below on the slide here, there's tons of outdoor space. It allows us to do a lot of outdoor activities. The Welland River is nearby, so we do canoeing with our boys. We do fishing. We have a soccer field. We have a great soccer team. We have a gymnasium with a boxing ring, wrestling room, weight room. We have a rappel tower on site. We really do emphasize healthy living. So you can see there's our gym facilities. Again, the boxing club is something that's really popular. We offer a martial arts club, tons and tons of diversity in terms of what we offer our students, because healthy, active living is so important to our school and even just the military model. That's one of the main emphases of the program, is making sure that our students live healthy, active lives. In terms of our student residences, it's broken up onto 3 residences on campus. You can see them in the top picture. They're in a horseshoe shape there. We keep our companies separate. So our grades 5 through 8 live in what's called A company. Our grades 9 and 10 live together, and our grades 11 and 12 program, those students live together. And it helps us build 3 kind of unique programs. For our students that are in 11 and 12, the emphasis is on helping them get into university. It's very academically focused. There's mandatory study halls every evening with a tutor present. We run extra tutorials for our students to help them get their grades up. And again, the goal is about university preparation. In terms of our B Company students, it's about building foundational skills, helping with executive functioning, and also they have tons and tons of energy at that age. So we make sure that we have lots of outdoor experiences for them to get them involved in healthy, active living. And then same thing with our A Company group, our youngest group here. They're pretty small kids. Like we have students that are 9 and 10 on campus here that are sometimes quite a far away from their family. So we want to make sure that we provide exciting programming, emphasis on a lot of activity, emphasis on a lot of skill building, especially in terms of academic skills to prepare them for future success. Our barracks, you can kind of see in the picture below there, it's an open concept building. We have round the clock supervision. There's always a staff member that's there to support them, whatever their needs are. We have security cameras, again, just to make sure that everything's going well. We care about our students, and even overnight, there's an awake staff member there, 24/7 adult supervision for students to help them and support them.
I have a question. We had this situation of the COVID before, and it will happen, I hope, never again. But if it will happen again, how the school will assist the students, how you done before and how you plan to do the next.
Thank you. Great question, Richard. The first year that COVID arrived, it happened right after our March break. All of our students went home for the March break, and we transitioned to virtual online learning. There were a couple international students that stayed at our school during COVID. We kept our residences open. We provided them with staff support. We provided them with computers so that they could continue online learning with their teachers. And we still offered as much programming as we could throughout that time. It was great that, you know, even in terms of what we were doing academically, even when there was online learning that was enforced in Canada, we still had tutors present on campus to be able to help our students complete homework and work with them.
Thank you very much for this information. I just start to receive some question insight in the chat system, and the agent is asking what type of graduation or secondary school diploma the students will receive. So everyone at the end will receive the OSSD diploma in Canada, which is accredited worldwide. Just for your information, and Alana is just putting this information on the chat system. Please, Troy, continue with the presentation.
Thank you, Alana. We can move to the next slide. In terms of what we do at the Academy, the big focus is a holistic approach, helping the whole student. So we have a great academic program that emphasizes skill development, that emphasizes and prepares them for university. We have a great physical fitness training program that all of our students complete. They're tested on a monthly basis. And then again, we challenge our students to do difficult things, and that helps develop their character. We really care about responsibility, accountability, self-discipline, and again, making our students into good young men, good citizens, good students. That's really the core of what we do. And the school lives by five values: commitment, courage, labor, loyalty, and honor. And I think if you have those 5 characteristics in your life, you could do anything.
Thank you, Troy. A very important point. I just saw a message from another agent, and he is asking if it's possible to visit the campus. Logically, if you can always arrange a meeting with Alana, and she will organize a campus tour. This is absolutely not a problem for people who live in Canada, or maybe when you are around the world and you visit Canada, or if you want to just go to Canada and visit the campus, you're more than welcome. absolutely. And the school will assist you when you will be there. And I hope that Alana will be available to show you this around, or maybe have a lunch together with Troy and speak about the cooperation. I mean, this is part of the business world we're doing today. So if you want to add something, Alana, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, so we generally host agents or parents, anyone who's interested in the school, they're more than welcome to come visit us. We love having you down for lunch, down for some chats, and we can always answer any questions you have when you come down. So you're more than welcome to come visit, and we'll provide you with some more contact information near the end of the meeting, and you can get in touch with us, and we'd love to arrange a time for you to come to the school.
Thank you, Alana. By the way, I would like to welcome as well the agent from South America who joined us today. I know it's very early in the morning, like 2, 3 o'clock as well in South America. I can see that I have one of my long-term clients from Ecuador with us today as well. So thank you very much to join. We are here at the moment with a school located in the state of Ontario in Canada, Robert Land Academy, and Major Troy Krivulak is just giving the presentation. Please, Mr. Troy, continue with the presentation.
Thanks. We can move to the next slide and we can talk about the next aspect of it. So, I mean, one of the big questions that you might have is, why do you use the military model? That's very different than a lot of other schools. So one of the things that I want to make sure that I talk to you about, and so you know, so that you can explain to parents, is why do we use the military model? And number one, first and foremost, it provides consistency and routine for our students, a very predictable framework where they know what is expected of them, and there's very clearly defined standards. So everyone makes their bed a certain way. Everyone has responsibilities around the barracks where they're responsible for keeping the barracks clean. They have a job. Everyone has responsibilities. In terms of, again, consistency and predictability, that's where students flourish. Students flourish in a predictable environment. You know, also there's built-in military ranks where students have incentives and are motivated to try and improve the rank, you know, from the first where they start off as a recruit to cadet, all the way up to the top rank of our student, where we have a head boy who represents the academy in the community as well. Also, a part of military life is promoting physical fitness, providing leadership opportunities, and then everything is about team building, which is all about making good young men, good citizens. And again, self-discipline, responsibility, accountability are the main things that we're trying to emphasize with our students.
Troy, I have a question. So it came from an agent, and I know because I'm working with Canadian school and working with agents from Southeast Asia. One agent is asking me if this can be a business for the Indian agents. Based on my experience in the last, let's say, 5-6 years, there are a high number of Indian students study in a school in Canada, especially for the final year, the grade 12 or even grade 11 and grade 12. Because they have a fantastic advantage. First of all, one of them, if they start in Canada at the grade 11 or then starting grade 12, they will be assist from the school to enter in the one-on-one system in Ontario. So they will get an application into the Canadian University. And after 2 years, they can even apply for residential students. So they will pay the tuition fee like a domestic fee, not international fee, when they start in the university, especially from the 2nd year or 3rd year forward. This is a great advantage for Indian or Nepalese or any student from around the world, for your information. I don't know, Troy, do you have Indian students on campus, or did you have any Indian students on campus?
We do, yes. And again, I think that that's a popular option for students across Southeast Asia, where they come in grade 11, get used to the culture of the country. It allows them to get used to the education system in Canada. And then, as you said, helping them apply from a school in Canada to a Canadian university makes a big difference. And we support our students through that process. So that's a very attractive option for a lot of families.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, if we are not so familiar in how to promote the school, what will happen after the workshop, we will arrange individual one-to-one meeting with every agent who is interested, and we will explain you exactly how to move forward and to promote the school. Because one of the additional point is that Alana and Troy will assist you as well in case that you have some parents or if you're organizing your own virtual workshop in your home country and you want to invite one of the school representatives to give a speech or speak to the parents as well. This can be a big help for you in terms of selling point. Is this correct, Troy? You will help the agents as well in this form?
Yes, I'd love to develop great partnerships with our agents, work with them, and really help each other out. I'm happy to do any kind of presentations that would benefit both of us.
Some agents ask us on the chat system, why do you call it military model? Because not everyone is used to work with a school who has a military model. Maybe you can explain what is the great advantage, just to give them a short orientation, because there are not many military schools in the world. There are some in the US, there are one in Canada, which is the only one here today. Maybe you can explain a little bit what will be the advantage for students to study in a military school.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great question. So it's the military model. Our school and our structure is modeled after military themes. We have no official affiliation with the Canadian Armed Forces, but we use a lot of the structure, daily routine, wearing of uniforms that are inherent in the military model into our school and into our program. So all of our staff and students wear military style uniforms to reinforce respect. Our students call and refer to our staff as sir or ma'am. And again, there's a rank system that motivates and incentivizes students to want to do well and earn a different rank. Also, I saw a great question about, what do our students do after high school? There are very, very few of our students enter the Canadian Armed Forces. Very few go on to a military school. Most of our students go on to universities across the world in some of the top programs. Again, I talked about our head boy who went to the University of Washington. He's entered into a medical program at the University of Washington. We have students going on to engineering programs at the University of Toronto. So it's the exception, not the rule, that they go on to serve in the Army. Most of our students go on to university or college in Canada.
So you place students when they finish on grade 12, you place them into Canadian university, but as well into US university, engineering, etc. So this is the military school. It helps the boys to become a man. Let's put it like this one, and then it helps as well for the future. And this is something that is today very, very important because, military school, they are quite very in a professional way. It's not so easy. Let's put it like this one. And this help today's parents are very, very happy to send the kids in a military school because they can be confident that everything will go in well, everything is under control, made always in a professional way, timing, etc., etc. I mean, I don't know, maybe Troy, you can explain a little bit more about this one. I did the army myself in Switzerland, so I know how it works. But I think that this is a very, very important point. This is not it's nothing to do with the army. This is a military school. It means that the students will be learning everything from the morning, how to prepare the bed, how to be on time when there is a meeting, etc., etc. Maybe Troy, you can explain this a little bit more, as you are a major, so I think you have much more experience than myself.
Yeah, and I mean, the ranks that we have are school ranks. I don't have any military background. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher who's worked at our school for 15 years. There are some staff at our school who do have military experience, who reinforce some of the values that Richard was talking about: being on time, organizing your life, structuring your day, and again, the big thing, becoming a good young man.
Exactly. Let's continue with the presentation, Troy. This is very, very important. And then we continue then to answer the different questions.
Yes. So our academic program, like I said, we are inspected by the Ontario Ministry of Education. And as a result, we can offer credits towards an Ontario Secondary School Diploma. This Ontario Secondary School Diploma is something that's universally recognized all across the world. And it does help our students apply to universities across Canada, the United States, and the rest of the world. One of the big benefits of our academic program is the fact that we have small class sizes. The most students that will ever be in a class is 15. So you do get to develop a relationship with your teacher. You get to know your students really well. And again, those are the students that you are motivating. And because you know your students, you know what their weaknesses are, you know what their goals are, you can build up their strengths. Yeah.
Admission requirement. We start to get question about admission requirement, if IELTS is required, etc., etc. Maybe we can bring on board Alana on this. Maybe Alana, you can explain a little bit the entry requirement in terms of English, etc. Is there any requirement or academic level requirement?
Thank you. Yes, so in order to come to the school, we do ask that the students are able to speak a reasonable amount of English because we want them to succeed. We do offer an English literacy class at the school to kind of help with that, but the student already has to be fairly independent in their English language skills to start. However, we don't have a IELTS requirement. And in terms of academics, we only offer a university level program, but when our students are applying, if let's say they took maybe a college level program at their current school, we do have courses that we can offer to help them move up to the university level. So there's the main requirement to come to the school is just that after an interview with our admissions officer, with Troy, that he finds that they have the right personality and the right skill set to do well at the school. Troy, I don't know if you want to add a little bit more to that.
No, I think that was a pretty good answer, Alana. The only other thing that I would mention is that our students are based on their potential. We see great opportunities for our students, so they don't have to be necessarily the best academic student, but if they express a willingness to want to change and do well and do better with their lives, that's the type of student that we want to work with, someone who's motivated. And my goal is to select students based on their potential. In terms of language skills, we want to make sure that they're, like Alana said, fairly independent. I can assess that in an interview. Can carry on a conversation. What are their essential reading skills? And that's how I would assess whether or not a student would be appropriate for our school.
Thank you very much, Troy. I just want to remind to all the agents who just joined us today, or maybe a little bit later, that all the agents attending today will have the great possibility to receive an agreement with the commission, which is paid on every year. It means if the student study for 2 years, they will receive the commission for 2 years. If the student study for 3 years, they will receive the commission for 3 years. So this is very important, and the commission will be always the same, will be 50%, 1-5, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, whatever the grade the student will start. So for all the agents who remain until the end, logically, we will send this agreement directly on the chat system. So we continue now with the presentation, and then after maybe we move on a little bit on the admission process, which is, I think, very, very important. But now we just continue with the presentation, and then we go to the next step. Troy?
Yeah, so I mean, again, I just want to emphasize a big part of our program is the whole students, their whole lives, not just academics, but also physical. There's no junk food on campus. All of our food is healthy. It's unprocessed food. Our students get a full night's sleep. They go to bed at 9:30 and they wake up at 6:30. So it's about getting good routine, good habits, which are going to be really important if you're going to be successful in university. We care about physical fitness, and we have sports teams. We compete against other high schools in the area. And again, we really care about healthy, active living.
Thank you very much, Troy. Maybe Alana, can you put your email down on the chat system so that if everyone wants to contact you separately and maybe arrange a one-to-one meeting with you or Troy, they can then contact you directly. By the way, when we finish the workshop, we will do a follow-up email, and we will send you a copy of the PowerPoint presentation, the recorded workshop as well for all of you. But the most important part is the agreement, which we will show you shortly. In the meantime, Troy, you can continue with the presentation.
Yes, thank you. We can go ahead to the next slide. Yeah, again, you know, we do offer some really exciting extracurricular activities. We have a skydiving club at our school. Students work towards their scuba certificate, which is universally recognized. We go to New Mexico and do a marathon in the New Mexico National with the New Mexico National Guard. We have a cadet corps, so our students get off campus. They do healthy activities. We offer a number of clubs, from chess to robotics to canoeing to music. And we even have an English second language club as well to help students build up their skills. We can move forward again. And we'd love to show you a little bit of a video highlighting some of our the activities that we offer at our school.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to see the video. Very beautiful campus. Yes, very beautiful campus. I think the video stop all the time. Maybe we can send the link, the YouTube link, on the chat system, because it stopped all the time, just for your information.
Yeah, thank you. I noticed that it was lagging a bit there. I apologize for that. But yeah, we're happy to share the link to that video in the chat, and then we can continue on with the presentation. In terms of the standard day at Robert Land Academy, our students wake up at 6:30. They go to bed at 9:30. There's class throughout the middle of the day. from 9 to 3:30. There's extras to support during the 3:30 to 5 period, where students either go to clubs or they attend tutorial with their teachers. They get one-on-one support to help build their skills. And in the evening, there's a mandatory study hall that has a tutor present and really helps them get better academically. And if they need help with their homework, we have somebody that's there as well. We can continue on to the next slide. I know that a couple people asked about fees. School fees are $61,200. For students that are registering, there's a one-time only $3,000 registration fee. The international fee is $4,000. And then there's we use kind of like a bank account that we establish with our families, a tuck account where the money goes into the account, and if a student needs to buy a part of their uniform or new pencils or paper or a calculator for school, then they're able to go and purchase it through the tuck account.
I have a question. The medical insurance is to be paid every year, correct?
Yes. And we can act as custodians for international students as well to help them get their student visa.
Very important, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Canadian dollar and not US dollar. So this is Canadian dollar. So this is a little bit different compared to the US dollar. So do not mix it. This is a very important part as well. And the deposit that the student need to pay before the visa process is 10,000 Canadian dollar. Is this correct? After application, Alana, how is the situation with the application and the payment for the deposit?
So generally, we deal with this on a case-by-case basis. As a rule of thumb, we do require the majority of the funds to be sent over before we will write the letter of acceptance for the visa. However, if there is an extenuating circumstance, then we can write that visa letter with less funds if needed. So we're fairly amenable in those sorts of circumstances. But we do generally require the majority of the funds before we write the visa letter.
A very important point in terms of the commission is paid on the 61,200, correct, Troy? There is not on the whole fee, but on the tuition fee, which is 61,200. I see, exactly, perfect. So this is the commission. So the commission is in the end 9,000 and something. Now you open another, okay, here we go. So the commission is 9,180 Canadian dollar per year. So if the students study for grade 11 and grade 12, this will be 9,180 times 2, just for your information. So if it's 3 year, etc. And Robert Land Academy is offering as well a bigger commission after 5 students. After 5 students, if you scroll down a little bit, you will see that the commission is 70.5. So, and logically, if you have a good number of students, you are more than welcome to ask Alana to arrange a meeting with Troy, and they will assist you in terms of the commission. So there is absolutely not a discussion. I can see here we have some agents who are used to send a good number of students in Canada. And if you are having a bigger number of students, you are more than welcome to contact Alana or Troy and discuss about the agreement. Now, I think, Alana, you can upload the agreement on the chat system. So very, very easy. You can sign directly and send a copy back to Alana. When you send the agreement on the chat system, maybe re-put one more time your email address, Alana, so that everyone can send this back to you. Then we have some agents who ask to send the agreement directly to them. So they put the email on the chat system as well. If some of the agents want to have it immediately, the agreement, just put your email down on the chat system. And so this will be done today today. So we let them work and send you a short email with the agreement. Just put your email down on the chat system if you want to receive it immediately today. If you're patient, you will receive it this by tomorrow or on Monday. So there is absolutely no hurry about it. Logically, all the agents who will put the email down now is easier. So welcome, by the way, to our colleague from Turkey, from Russia, from other countries as well, who just joined later on, from South America, as I said before. So it's always nice to have from Taiwan, from China, from Bangladesh, from Cameroon, and even from Canada as well. So welcome everyone. Again, if you are interested to have the agreement immediately today, just put down your email address on the chat system so that Alana will copy everything at the end, and when we finish with the workshop, she will send this to you. In the meantime, she will upload a copy of the agreement inside in the chat, so you can start to read it through. I don't know, Alana, did you already upload the agreement?
Yes, I just uploaded the agreement to the chat, so you should be able to see it. If it's already fallen back in the chat with all the new email addresses, I can put it in again.
Okay, yeah, just put it again, and as well one more time your email address, because you know there go so many chat all the time, so I always put several times my email as well when I have a workshop. Troy, logically you're more than welcome to put your email as well inside, but I think that Alana is very good on this one to follow up every single case. But again, if you need a one-to-one meeting with Troy or Alana, you can always contact Alana, and she will arrange this, and so they will look inside in detail. I have a question, Troy, which I did not ask you before. On your campus, do you have someone who speaks another language outside English, for example, Mandarin or Spanish, etc.?
So we do have a staff member that speaks Spanish. And we do have student staff that speak French as well. Alana is actually our French teacher, so she speaks French. We don't have any students or staff members that speak Mandarin, but I mean, that really helps our students develop their English skills as well, to try and make sure that they're always communicating in English, to really develop those important skills that are going to be important if you're going to an English-speaking university.
Yeah. If yes, you need some assistance in Chinese, if some of the agents need some assistance in Chinese, we can arrange a meeting with myself. I can welcome my colleague from Beijing, Lina, and she's Chinese. She lives in China, and she can help you and Troy and Alana to go through the agreement. If you have this special request, it's absolutely not a problem. We are always here to helping you for anything we can. So let's go.
Also, again, if there are agents from China that speak Mandarin, we'd happily put you in contact with one of our parents as well that could give you a little bit of perspective about the school, tell you a little bit more about our program, and we're happy to do that. To answer a couple of the questions there, the custodianship fee is $500. And we do have a scholarship or financial aid program. Parents apply through a company called Apple Financial, and that company makes a recommendation to us. Parents can receive up to $15,000 in financial aid in the first year.
Maybe can you put down this information on the chat system, this company name, so they can Google and find out a bit this information. And maybe some agents need to ask this information again, they can always contact Alana, and this will help many parents. Please explain about custodian fee. What is this for? This was one question that came inside from an agent, and I can see that Alana is replying every single one. In the meantime, we can continue with the presentation, Troy, if you have more information you want to put. If not, I have some more questions myself.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing that I would really like to mention is that we have a distraction-free environment at our school. our students don't have access to personal electronics. They don't have phones. They don't have video games. They don't have laptops. Instead, our students do have access to computers, good Chromebooks and good MacBooks in our computer lab, but only for academic needs. We don't have students going on social media or playing video games. We have our students focused, and we try and replace some of those negative habits that teenagers have with positive, healthy, active living.
Thank you very much. I mean, this is a school which is oriented in the military world, so it's very important to be a little bit strict. But this always helps. I have 3 kids, so I know how much I discuss every time. Now kids, I mean, they're now 22, 25, 27, but still, I mean, I remember when they was younger, I had really to discuss every day. So I think this is a very important point, and it helped, especially in today's world. It only helps the students to become a little bit better and to focus on their life, especially if they want to enter into the university. I have some more questions that I want to ask in you, I think, which is very important. So when the students finish, can they enter in university, focus on business, engineering? What else, Troy? Can you maybe enlarge us a little bit with this information?
Yeah, we do a great job of helping prepare students for almost every university degree that they might want to pursue. The only 2 that might be problematic would be if you wanted to pursue a career in music. We don't have a music program.
Okay.
But otherwise, we've had many students apply to business, engineering, the sciences, and social study programs across the world and across Canada.
What happened, and this is a question that I get all the time when they do a school in Canada before to enter in the university. What happened if someone in the medical?
So your advance legal जो भी काम होगा तो थोड़े पैसे होंगे.
Please unmute yourself. Thank you very much. Sorry, I had to unmute everyone at the moment. Troy, please unmute yourself one more time. The question was in refer of the medical. Many students, they want to go to Canada and to go then into the medical. If they do a Robert Land Academy at the final year or the last 2 years, are they able to enter into the medical university?
Yes. So in the United States, there are pre-med programs that you can enter directly into. In Canada, you go to like a life sciences program before you take the MCAT tests, and then you apply to medical school after your first degree. So we do have students that have pursued that have entered life sciences and then are going through trying to apply to medical school from there.
What is very important, ladies and gentlemen, is that if students start to do Robert Land Academy, the first, the grade 11, grade 12, or only the grade 12, and then after the entry into the university, after 2 years of university, they can apply for a domestic fee. We have to understand that the fee to pay into the Canadian university is different between the domestic fee and international fee. So it's a great advantage. So the investment that the parents are doing now for the students for starting grade 12, they will, how you say, in 2-3 years time, they will start to get this money back because they will pay less fee as they pay the domestic fee. Maybe you can explain this a little bit better, Troy.
In terms of the domestic and international fee?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So the international fee is something that's a fairly standard practice across Canada, charging a little bit more for international students. But yes, once you become, a naturalized, perhaps a resident of Canada, then your fees will go down. And that process takes a couple years.
Yeah. And on the final year, on grade 12, the school is helping the student to enter into Canadian university, and they follow the 101 application process in Ontario. But as well, you help students to enter into US university. Is this correct, Troy? I know I repeat this one more time, but we had many agents who join us after 10 minutes, 15 minutes when I was explaining this in the beginning.
Yes, happy to answer this question. In the United States, they need an SAT score and they need to apply through the Common Application System. So we take our students to a SAT testing center. We provide the transportation for them. We make sure that they are prepared for the SAT tests. They take the SATs, and then we help them through the Common Application System.
One more question. You had that because now Vietnam is becoming very popular in Canada. Have you ever had the possibility to have some Vietnamese students in the past?
Yes, not this year, but last year we did have one of our graduating students from Vietnam.
Excellent, excellent. Because I know that many Vietnamese students now, they go to Canada and to do grade 10 as well. Even earlier, they start in grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. So this is a great opportunity for Vietnamese agents as well to consider the opportunity to work with Robert Land Academy. Now, if you can do me a favor, Alana, one more time, can you re-upload one more time the agreement? And if you have a copy of the PowerPoint presentation made today, because this can help as well the agents to show the PowerPoint to the parents. This is a very important point as well. And as well, a copy of the YouTube video. So we have this, the PowerPoint, the agreement, and a copy of, yes, I know Surendra. Hello, Surendra. I know you will ask me this question shortly, so I anticipating you today. So again, I think we have about 62 agents who are with us since all the presentation, and this was more than an expectation from my side. So I'm very, very happy that so many agents join us today. So yes, in regarding the application, student can start on grade 8, 9. Can you explain from which grade they can start?
Yes, our students start as early as grade 5 at our school. You know, as young as about 10 years old, we have students. We provide a really good structured program, and it's a safe environment with adult supervision, which is really important to international families. I know some families have tried homestay programs in Canada and haven't had very much success. So we offer an attractive alternative to homestays where we have staff supervision, adult supervision, where we're looking after your students around the clock. Even in the residence, when they're asleep, there is an awake staff member that's there.
Yes, if there are any questions you may have, there is a chat system here. Just put your question down on the chat system so that Alana, Troy, and myself, we are able to answer the questions. This is very, very important. We have now the chat questions. Do not hesitate. I know that many of you already ask many questions. So let's go back with the entry requirement. The entry requirement and the application process, Alana. What the students need to apply into Robert Land Academy? What they need? Okay, they need to fill out an application form. What else they need?
Yeah, so the application form, there's an interview form that's included in this application. There is also a medical form. So we do ask that all our students be assessed by a physician, just so that we know that they're in good physical health and they're able to participate in the physical requirements of our program. We also will need a record transfer request. That's something that the parents will sign so that we can have access to their academic records. We will also need a custodianship agreement, and that is either I know there's a question in the chat about that earlier, but basically what that means is that either somebody that lives in Canada that is maybe a family friend or a family member of the student would need to sign that they would take legal guardianship of them while in Canada, because we need someone from in the country, and that needs to be notarized by a lawyer. But if there is no one for that student in Canada, then our headmaster or somebody in senior leadership from our school will sign off on this custodianship agreement. And then the other thing we need from the student is an interview with our admissions officer or with yourself, the agent. We just need to know that they are suitable for our program and that they have, you know, the personality requirements and the grit and the determination that the program requires, because we want them all to be successful. And I'm just looking in the chat here, and it says, it's asking if it's possible to apply to Canadian Army jobs if international students would like to join. So our school uses the military model, but we are not a military school. So going to Robert Land Academy does not automatically ensure that you're going to be able to get into the Canadian military. That would be a separate process. We use the military model to develop our students' executive functioning more than get them into the military, if that makes sense. But when I send over the emails to the different agents, we've made a complete package actually that includes all of the documents that we need from the student, and then the custodianship agreement is sent separately. So you'll have everything that the student needs for that. And aside from that application package, obviously we also will need a copy of the visa and the study permit so that we know that they're actually able to study here. But I think that kind of covers most of it. I'm not sure, Troy, if you wanted to add anything more to that.
No, I think that you did a great job covering our application process and answering that question. I'm happy to answer any other questions that people might have out there, though.
Yes, if some parents from South America want to send an email in Spanish or in French, they are more than welcome to send this as well in local language. So we are here to assist the agent as much as possible. And again, if there are someone who want to send a message in Chinese, who need to have a workshop in Chinese, we can help in you. We have our staff at WEBA in China. We can organize a workshop all together. We Robert Land Academy, African students. Can you tell us a bit about African students at Robert Land Academy? Did you have African students in the past, or do you have African students at the moment? Just to have a questions.
Yeah, that's actually one of our core groups of international students. Is a base from Africa. It's very popular amongst African countries. And again, we have a very diverse group of people at the academy, and we're happy to have students from Africa come. And I think that a lot of the cultural values of hard work, responsibility, about becoming a good young man are the same values that we try and emphasize at our school.
Thank you very much. We receive a questions from China, from Becky Wang, which I want to say hello. Yes, I can help you with this. I just put you my WeChat information down on on the chat system. So if any Chinese want to contact me directly on my WeChat, they can contact me, and then after I will arrange with Troy and Alana a meeting together, and with my assistant from China, so that we will help helping you and explain to the parents who want to send the kids, because we know that you are very familiar with the application process into Canadian schools. So we are here to helping you. My WeChat is Richard Affolter all together, and I just put this on the chat system. Then I want to ask another question to you today, Troy, which I think is very, very important. I mean, you have international students from everywhere in the world. We welcome today as well students from Kazakhstan, from Russia. There is a welcome. You are regionally as well from the Central Europe, if I'm correct, Troy. And so is there any issue of that, or you welcome students from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Russia?
Yes, that's not an issue right now at all. You know, we have a student from the Ukraine right here at our school right now. So we're happy to work with students from Eastern or Central Europe as well.
Thank you very much. I know that many students like to play hockey in Canada. About sport activity, what happens if we have some students who want to do some semi-professional sport like hockey? Will Robert Trent Academy help support the students on this or skiing, for example?
So, you know, I know that Canada is a very winter-focused country. That has an extended winter, but we don't have a hockey team at our school right now, and there aren't any close nearby ski hills. So those would be two sports that would be really challenging for us to support. We do offer the following teams: cross country, running, volleyball, basketball. We have a really good wrestling team. We have a badminton team, as well as soccer and track and field. So we have many different sports teams that we help our students progress through. And we've had several of our students, you know, go on and play sports at a post-secondary level too.
So what is the final advantage to study at Robert Trent Academy in Canada? What will you say why they should study at Robert Trent Academy? What are the point that say is a selling point for the parents?
So I think in terms of our academic program, we have an Ontario secondary school diploma that allows them to apply for post-secondary school, both in Canada and the United States, around the world. It's universally recognized. In terms of the fact that we are a military school, we help build values. It's not just about building students, it's about building young men. So again, a core part of our program is all about making sure that we develop responsible, self-disciplined young men. And then in terms of our academic program, we're a really, really well-respected program, small class sizes. Our teachers know our students and care about them. You know, we really do help our students and support them, especially in the classroom.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think this was a great point why to study at Robert Trent Academy. But another great advantage is the business advantage, that the students will receive the commission on every year. Compared to other schools in Canada, Robert Trent Academy is paying the commission year 1, year 2, year 3, year 5. I know that many of you, they send kids for year 6, year 7, year 8. So you will get the commission every year. And this is a big help for all of you. I mean, this is confirmed, correct, Troy?
Yes, we offer a commission on every year that a student enrolls at Robert Land Academy. So we love to develop long-term partnerships with our agents. Rather than, you know, having a whole bunch of agents, I would love to have quality relationships where we know each other, you know our program, and you feel comfortable sending your students to our school.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lavinia, to join us today, by the way. And maybe, Alana, one more time, if some of the agents want to have the agreement from Robert Trent Academy today, immediately today, just put your email down on the chat system. For all the other, you will receive the agreement tomorrow or on Monday, as we need to do a follow-up. This workshop is completely recorded, so we will do a follow-up. We will send you a copy of the recorded workshop, and we will include as well a copy of this recorded workshop inside in the WEBA portal. And I just put you here inside a copy of the WEBA portal, which welcome today over 3,000 agents. And let me see if I yes. So you can always find the copy of the presentation on the portal. So again, very, very important. If you want to have the agreement today, just put your email down on the chat system now. Alana, one more time, put your email again down on the chat system. So if someone did not find your email now, because I can see that many email came inside in the last minutes. Thank you very much. Perfect. So to finalizing everything, I want just to come back, and can you give me the screen back? Thank you very much. Voila. So here we are. Nice that so many agents stay until the end of the workshop. Troy, I think you and Alana did an excellent presentation and explained in details the advantage to work with the Robert Land Academy in Ontario, Canada. And thank you very much, Alana, for your assistance today. I think it was very helpful. You really answer every single questions, and I can see that more and more questions come inside. I have some more questions come inside. Sorry, Troy, I don't, just two more minutes. You had students from India, one of the questions that I get several times. I know you already answered in the beginning of the workshop, but maybe they want to hear from you directly.
Yes, we have students from India and across Southeast Asia.
Fantastic. So if you want to add something to finalizing, Troy, it would be very great.
Yeah, I mean, I just appreciate everyone's time. It's really great that you wanted to know more about our program. And I'm happy to share more about our program and work with you on one-on-one meetings. My goal is, again, like I said, to explain or to develop long-term partnerships together, where we work together, we work collaboratively, and we both benefit from it. We get great students, and you get a great commission. So I'm happy to work with you.
Thank you very much, Troy. Alana, if you want to add some final point, you're more than welcome.
I just wanted to thank everyone for coming over today, and I'll be sending out the information that has been requested shortly. I've already compiled all your emails, so you can expect that within the hour.
Thank you very much, Alana. Thank you very much, Troy. Thank you to all the agents that just joined us today. I will now copy one more time all the email, all the chat, and I will send you a copy of this chat directly to you, Alana. And what I want to say to all of you, good health, always very important. Keep smiling, and I'm looking forward to welcome you to cooperate with Robert Land Academy. I'm here to help you as well. If you want to have a meeting with myself and with Alana and Troy, we can always arrange this without any problem. For all the Chinese, I put my WeChat in the chat system, so they can contact me via WeChat, and we can arrange a workshop directly, a one-to-one workshop, and I can invite my colleague from China, Lina, who will support us as well for this meeting. And for all the other agents, just put your email down on the chat system if you want to receive a copy of the agreement, not the website, but the email. Very important, the email, not the website. I can see some of you put the website, which is fine as well. Maybe if you can put some information about Instagram, if you have Alana or Facebook, you can always put there on the chat system. If there's some people like to go and to see, because today, as you know, is very, very important to see about the social, etc. Just put down your social link. This will help the agents to follow you and to show to the parents. This is Instagram, Robert Land Academy, and then after we have Facebook, I presume. I don't know if you have TikTok as well. You know, now everyone is on TikTok today, and it's important, ladies and gentlemen, always to follow the new direction of promotion, which can be Facebook before, then Instagram, TikTok today. What happened tomorrow, we don't know. Thank you, Maria Teresa from Ecuador. Gracias. I hope to see you soon as well. And yeah, this is very, very important. Thank you, Alana. Thank you for the Facebook page. Thank you, everyone, to join us. It's very, very nice. I will remain here with Alana another 1 minute in case you want to put down some additional questions. And we let Troy going. Bye-bye, Troy. In the meantime, we keep in touch in the next days. So, Alana, it was a good workshop. It was a good workshop. We had many, many questions. And, you know, I'm sure that some of the agents will contact you individually and ask you some additional questions, which is fine. I think the PowerPoint presentation you made was very, very good. It gives you a complete overview about everything. Logically, if you have some brochure as well, that maybe you can send to them in PDF, you know, some brochure in PDF, this will help as well for the agent to have an overview beside the PowerPoint presentation.
Of course.
And maybe some additional YouTube link, because I Google a little bit, I YouTube a little bit, and I saw more video from Robert Land Academy. So more information you can give to them when you prepare the follow-up, it will help them. Social media, very important today, because everyone go on the social media, they always check in what happened with Robert Land Academy, what is the comment from the students. If you have some testimonial students with some small interview, just show to them as well. As you know, we have agents from Africa, we have agents from Southeast Asia, from Turkey, from Russia, from China, etc. Everything you have, just try to think, okay, how I can help them, how I can help them as well. But the great part of everything is logically is as well the business side, the 50% commission, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. This is a great advantage. The payment of the commission, this will be done usually after the students arrive in Canada, I believe between 30 days. It is correct, Alana, in refer of the commission payment. This will be done after the student arrive in Canada.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect, perfect. What is the name of the academy in Canada? Wow, we had now Robert Land Academy. Robert Land Academy. We just had 1 hour presentation now, 1.5 hour presentation, but I will put it again. Thank you very much, Angela. Angela, you're great. Thank you to join us. So I think we are now coming to an end. And I can see more agents just put the email down, etc. So I think we come to an end. Let me copy everything. Done. Alana, thank you very much.
Thank you.
In touch. No, we keep in touch. Thank you, everyone. Good health.
Bye,
nice
everyone.
to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Atif. Thank you, Rajendra Kumar. Thank you, the agency from Care Global Consulting, CMC Group, Angela, Navid from Afghanistan. Nice to see you. Banish, nice to see you. Always smiling, Banish. Good.
Always. Thank you. See you soon.
Always. It's important today. I mean, you know, Banish, I think we all went through a very difficult moment in the last 3 years with the COVID.
Yesterday, I got email from you, and hopefully we will see you in London.
Yes, I will be happy to see you in London in February.
Yes, we will be there. We will be there.
Fantastic, Manish. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, all the other one, Rajan, Satnaman, Shahid Ghani, Mamma Mia. We know each other since 15, 20 years, maybe. So thank you, Adedayo Collins. Yeah, Shahid, I can see you.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
Nice to see you. I hope you're well. Everything is okay with you. All the best.
Yeah, everything is fine here.
Great. Thank you, Becky Wang, to be with us today. Anthony Xavier, Javed Khan as well. Mohamed Hussein, Nassim Oke, and so on. I know many of you. Monica is from Kenya. Mazango Atabe, Dildeep. Reshma, Kamal, Evanga Tabe as well. Evanga Tabe, I hope you're well, everything is okay with you, and Sunil, everyone else, thank you very much to join us, and hope to welcome you in the near future, and good health. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.